I was sitting back, drinking my own earwax, and I started watching some of my old videos, and I realized when watching those that I made a lot of videos about men, and that is a problem because making videos exclusively about men will lead women to think that I am against them, to think that they are not worthy of being made fun of in my videos, and that is the last thing I would want for you ladies. I wouldn't want you to come to my channel and think that I'm misogynist. I make fun of everyone that I am capable of seeing. Sure, I miss a few things here and there. Sure, there are some things that are dumb that I don't talk about, but I never want you to feel like I am against you. I am an independent black woman on the rise, and I don't want you to feel like I am against you when it comes to talking about things that need to be talked about for the women. So today, I'm hoping that you watch this and you realize that I am not your enemy. I want you to succeed. I want you to be the most powerful woman on the face of the planet Earth, and I will use my talents as the sexiest man on YouTube to educate the ladies on 4 exercises that'll make your vagina so tight it becomes a dick guillotine. I think the overall best part of this article are the tags, which are tight, revolution, and goodbye penis, because you want to have that type of interaction with a woman to where you look at yourself and say, goodbye penis. Great sex is a cornerstone of many healthy romantic relationships, and as we all know, men love a tight vagina, so why not give your man the little death he deserves with a tighter cooch than he had ever dreamed possible? We're here for you, girl. Here are 4 fail-proof exercises that'll make your vagina so tight it becomes a little dick guillotine. Now, might I say before we get into the 4 steps that I like this description. This person who wrote this knows what a man really likes. He doesn't want love. He doesn't want compassion. He doesn't want understanding. He just wants somebody with a tight vagina. So ladies, hopefully you stick to the end and you pay attention, because this is something you might need, because you might be a little loose goose. You might have a widespread pamphlet, and that's something that is unnecessary, especially for men, because I know it's been a while since you've seen your boyfriend or your husband because of the pandemic, and you're concerned because you know he sticks his dick in anything that moves. So you might want to watch this and be educated on how to make your little coochie tight. Kegel exercises. Kegel exercises are a clutch and release workouts that serve women of all ages in strengthening their sex muscles and shaping them into razor sharp edges ready to cut off a man's head. Oh my God. To do a Kegel exercise, sit cross-legged on the floor and squeeze your pelvic, vaginal, and anal muscles as hard as you can while repeating the mantra off with his... I don't think I'm going to make it through the end of this. This helps your pelvic floor become so strong and taut that you'll be able to cut through his dick faster than he could say over. I think this might be something that women need to be empowered. Squats. Not only are squats great for giving you the perfect ass, they also can transform your vajayjay into an efficient medieval slicing device. Spread your legs hip distance apart and sit back like you're about to sit on the gallows stool and wait for your criminally hot lover to arrive for his sentencing. Do 3 sets of 15 squats to have him shivering in anticipation of the tantalizing beheading to come. You know, whoever wrote this has never seen how testicles work and doesn't understand how sensitive nuts are when you start phrasing sex between 2 lovers as a beheading that someone is anticipating. I never look at my wiener and think, yeah, I'm going to anticipate having you gone from my body. That is not a comfortable thing. But I'm sorry, ladies, I'm being misogynist. I need to continue because this is inspiring. This is women's empowerment at its maximum. You all deserve to learn how to have a very sharp vagina that can take away a man's penis because it's too small. Glute bridges. Lay down with your feet touching the floor and your knees up and parted at hips length apart. Raise your hips off of the floor, squeezing your glutes until you form a bridge with your shoulders and a cold, unforgiving steel blade between your thighs. My God, do I need a dildo for this? Your man will appreciate you giving that dick the tender, loving chop it deserves. Again, first of all, no man wants to have their wiener chopped. Can we stop phrasing things like this is some kinky sex dream? No man. You can't show me. Well, you can, because I know you can go on Google and find a bunch of people who enjoy being kicked in the balls, but no man wants to look at their wiener and then magically have that thing cut off of their body. That is the cornerstone of men's reality. Men can't do anything else but have good sex, and some of them can't even do that. Medicine ball sit-ups. This advanced option for vaginal tightening will transform your puss from a dull guillotine paper trimmer into France's infamous national razor. While holding a medicine ball, slowly sit up, tense your abdominal muscles, and drop back down. If you feel your pelvic floor sharply thudding into the bottom of your vagina with an air of finality, you're doing it right. Trust us, seeing his dismembered one-eyed monster blinking a couple times from the floor is an orgasmic experience he will never want to forget. Ladies, think about it for 1 second. Look at yourself. Look at your vajayjay and understand that that thing is nothing more than a paper trimmer. But if you do some medicine ball sit-ups, you will sharpen that thing and it will become the blade necessary to break buildings. Your vagina will be able to cut through steel. Your vagina will be the thing that your man wants and will keep your relationship stable, because we all know sex is the cornerstone of any relationship. And if you don't have sex, you will never be married again. You will never be able to fall in love. You will never be able to have a one-night stand, because sex is the only thing that a man could possibly care about. Regularly practice any and all of these effective exercises to make your vagina as deathly as the blade that killed 4,000 French people in the 18th century. Soon you'll have him begging for mercy as your vaginal guillotine sends his lucky member to dong heaven. Bye! No, there's no bye to this. How could you want to sharpen your vagina just to cut a man's wiener off and send it to dong heaven? That is not comfortable. We all know sex is the only thing men care about. And if you take away their wieners, they're not going to have sex. And if you take away sex, they're not going to want to talk to you. They're just going to want to stare at you, but they won't have the thing down there that they can jerk with to spend their time at night instead of sleeping and cuddling with you. Do you understand that this is not something that can help you? This is not something that can benefit you in the long term. It'll ruin your relationships, ladies. And I know it's the misogyny creeping out of me, but I'm worried about you. I'm worried about all of you that want to fall in love and find your Prince Charmings. You won't be able to keep him for long because you'll cut his dick off. But that is the end of the article. You can choose to ignore these helpful tips and call me a misogynistic, evil, cisgendered white man who doesn't care about women, who doesn't care about seeing women on the rise, who denounces black women, who thinks that women belong in the kitchen just like Burger King does. Or you can choose to understand that I want to make sure that you have long-lasting relationships. I don't want to see you having a weapon of mass destruction in between your legs that causes men to not want to be around you. I want you to fall in love, ladies. I want you to have the hot, kinky, long-lasting sex. And you can't do that if you're spending your time chopping men's weenies off. It's not necessary. But if you think that I have trained you and taught you what it means to have a loose goose vagina and appreciate what it means to love your body, subscribe to the channel. Men, I know what you're thinking. I know what you thought this video was going to be, but I assure you, I care about you. I also care about you as well. I don't want to see your wieners go to dong heaven. I want you to keep that thing between your legs, because I know deep down I can speak for all men when I say none of us know how to cook. Bye-bye. Because you'll cut his dick off.